Today, we're going to be talking about 10 ways to make your lawn and landscaping business stand out and look more professional. Hey, if you guys are new here, the channel is all about helping you grow a more successful lawn and landscaping business so you guys can go out there and crush it. My name is Brian. I've been in business for over 18 years, and we have a company called Brian's Lawn Maintenance up here in the greater Wixom, Michigan area. Well, today I wanted to go down a small rant and talk about ways that we could look more professional out there in the marketplace to help give you guys the edge to stand out from the competition and frankly, differentiate yourself from looking like a chuck in a truck. Now, some of these I'm sure you've heard of before and I'm sure you've been working on. And other of them, maybe they're just in the blind spot or you just haven't really taken the time to evaluate them, see if they make sense for your business and incorporate those changes. So we're gonna go through this running top 10 list. And by the way, the last one, I actually just changed myself. It is a glaring obvious one, but my gosh, I cannot believe I operated this long with it. So we're gonna make sure that we cover all these, and in no particular order, we'll start from the back of the list and go to number one. Now that being said, this is our second video that we're shooting in the brand new studio here. I'm trying to do my best to give you guys answers to your questions and then different training topics and ideas that would have been helpful for my business 10, 15 years ago. So if you guys have questions or comments or you guys want me to do a video on any specific topic, leave it down in the comment section below and maybe that can inspire us for next week's video. Also, I wanted to mention that these studio videos are sponsored by myself, Lawntrepreneur Academy, and our training company. If you guys are looking for documents and resources to grow your landscaping business and use what we use in our business to grow, you can get access to all of those at lawnpreneuracademy.com/store. We'll leave links in the description down below. All right, let's get into it and go through our top 10 list and we'll work our way backwards. So number 10, utilizing social media. I know that seems like an obvious one, but there's so many folks out there that are not using social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, a Facebook fan page. Honestly, there's so many folks out there that haven't even used it, or if they are using it, they're not consistent with it. If you want to stand out from the competition, update with some great quality photos, videos, some before and afters, some reels, hop on a couple of trends, and just stay consistent with it. My biggest tip out there is stick to a schedule that you can commit to. Yes, we all know going to the gym one day for 5 hours is good, but more specifically, if you go 1 hour a day for 5 days straight and consistently over a year, you're actually going to get the results you're looking for. It's the same way with social media. Stick to a schedule that you can commit to, but of course, be as consistent as possible. Let's keep this list going as we go to number 9, stand out from the competition by using a quality CRM. If you guys can use something like Yardbook, Jobber, Element, Synced Up, a couple of the other great ones that are out there, that is going to significantly help you stand out from the competition. Folks, I know we like the convenience of using things like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Cash Money, of course. Yes, those all have their place, but if you're running a legitimate business, send invoices with a quality CRM. I'll let you guys pick which one makes sense for your business. For us, we use LMN, but guys, having a way to send out a standardized invoice that has your letterhead on it, your address, your phone number, your email, that will 100% set you apart in this industry from the competition. Number 8, and not too many people take this one to heart, but set yourself up with an actual physical business address. This is something that I had to change in my company just recently as well. Folks, we use a P.O. box, and of course, you can always use a UPS store physical address box, and it really sets yourself apart from the competition. You know, last thing your customers want to do is look yourself up and it's your mom's house, your old apartment, or a place where you currently live, or they're trying to send a gift card, a thank you card, a holiday tip, and it's going to, you know, your house. It's not very expensive to set up a P.O. box or a physical address mailbox with one of the big brands and providers out there. I think it was like $130 a year. Not too crazy. It's an investment in your business, but make sure you guys are setting yourself apart from the competition by having a physical address for your landscaping business. Number 7, and this is a really timely one as we all rush out the door for the spring rush. We're going through this exact process ourselves with a little bit of a rebrand that's all going to be coming down the pike here in a couple of weeks and months, but that is having matching company apparel. I know it seems like a no-brainer, but I can't believe how many folks are out there with mismatched colored jeans or pants, work shirts, or maybe outdated work shirts. Maybe you had a different color run. Maybe you had the high-vis green, then you went to high-vis orange, then you went back to gray, and maybe your team is all out there in different colors and it just looks a little bit goofy. Folks, standardize the uniform, get everybody the same color shirt, the same color long sleeve shirt, the same color hoodie. We use Chance Daily Hustle Store. They've been great for us. We get all those Sport Tech shirts. Mention our name. I'm sure they'll hook you up with a sale. But we just put in an order for about $2,100, and I don't know the exact quantity. It was something like 30, 40, 50 plus shirts, a couple of shirts for everyone in terms of long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodies, and then I got myself 2 polos because I'm going to be more in the sales role. So get yourself some matching apparel. Number 6, I'm really excited about this one, is designing a custom website that puts your best foot forward on the internet. It's crazy how many brands and companies I still visit where I'm trying to get more information myself as a consumer, and I cannot find an ounce of information on them. It's not that big of an investment. You guys know that I have a partnership with my brother Adam and his business partner Lauren. We've got a great website marketing company called Branded Bull. A lot of you guys have used those services over the last 2 or 3 years. They've launched about 130 plus green industry websites. We have links in the description down below. It's not that hard to get a website going. It can take you less than 60 to 90 days to have a professional web presence. But I'm telling you what, if you want to stand out from the competition, make sure you guys do that. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break here. We've been going hard. This is our top 10 list of ways you can stand out from the competition. I want to do something real time in the studio. Check this out. As our backdrop here, you guys can see, and I wanted to plug this because it's been a hot minute, the 0 to 100K book. If you guys are just getting started in the green industry space and you guys are looking to start a lawn and landscaping business, don't sleep on this book. It's $20. I wrote it about 2 years ago. It has about 85 pages of very simple read, a little bit of a story form book, sort of like Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of the all-time classics and one of my favorite books. And this is telling fun anecdotal stories and just some parallels to my journey in business and what to do and what not to do for sure. If you guys are just getting started in business, I'll leave a link down below in the YouTube channel for the Amazon link. Check this book out. A lot of you guys are just getting started in business, and my number one suggestion is always start here, then start with YouTube, and then start with the podcast. So if you guys have not seen this book before, check it out on Amazon. And of course, all the rest of the documents, courses, and resources that we have are available at lawntrepreneur.academy.com. Check it out. To piggyback on a good quality website, again, I would suggest having a good quality web presence, and that is, of course, utilizing a Google My Business listing. You guys have heard me talk at length, especially on the podcast, about having a good Google My Business website and listing. And one thing I'll tell you is, when is the last time you updated it, right? What's the quality photos look like? Have you updated your terms and service, the services that you offer, your hours of operations? Is your business page even active? I know a lot of times we all receive a lot of quality Google reviews, and sometimes if you get 4 or 5 pretty quickly in a row, it will sometimes trip their system, and unfortunately it'll suspend your account. Then you have to do the little manual submission form to reinstate it. There's no other way to do it that I have found. It is extremely frustrating, but it is what it is. But I'll just tell you, when's the last time you've been on your Google business listing and updated it? Maybe you guys have taken some good quality photos of some projects or the team or the rigs. Do your best to update those photos and stay as active as possible on Google My Business listing. But I'll tell you what, if you have not established one just yet, that is a must, and you got to get that done as fast as possible. Number 4, and I know a lot of you guys are going through this exact process as well. I've been seeing a lot of conversation about this in our Link membership, our private Facebook community. There's dozens of us that are all getting our vehicles wrapped, our trailers wrapped, new signage created, new signage on the dump trailers, the utility trailers, right? So if you want to really stand out from the competition out there in the marketplace and have a rolling billboard spreading the good news about your business, consider having vehicle and trailer wraps. It's a pretty nominal investment. I wouldn't necessarily suggest a full-blown wrap. That can be anywhere from $3 to $5 grand for a truck or trailer. But if you just spend $400 to $500 getting some vinyl signage on the doors of your truck, or just a good logo placement on the trailer, it can pay some pretty big dividends as well. So if you want to stand out from the competition, get yourself some good vehicle wraps. All right, let's get into the last 3. And like I said, number 1 is definitely going to be the most juicy and something that I just fixed for myself as well. I want to talk about number 3 and number 2 together. Number 3 would be having a quality voicemail set up, but then number 2, having a professional message left on that voicemail. Let me break this down a little bit here for you guys. When we usually get started in business, and I know I did this as well, we use our personal cell phone number as the way to get in touch with us. And although that's fine at the beginning, eventually when the company continues to grow, perhaps you have office staff, you have field staff, you want to differentiate yourself from the business because you don't want to just be an owner-operator necessarily forever, right? Well, number 3 is going to be setting up a professional voicemail. But then number 2 would be setting up a professional voicemail that sounds bigger than you are. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of it just being, hey, somebody calls you in and says, hey, this is Rob's Contracting, leave a message, I would instead put it as, hey, you've reached the office of Rob's Contracting. Unfortunately, we cannot take your call right now. We are eager to get back in touch with you. Please leave your name, address, email, and what kind of scope of work you're looking for, and somebody from our team will best get back with you, right? What I would also do is use your wife, your girlfriend, I don't care if you have to use your mom, but find a pleasant lady voice that records your voicemail. So instead of you just having it be Rob's Contracting, get your wife to record that exact message that I just said. Go to ChatGPT, create a fun script if you need to. Give your wife your phone that maybe eventually will turn into the company phone, and you'll get yourself a new personal phone number. I know I'm going through that process right now myself, but give your wife your phone, have her record on your phone that voicemail, and she can read off a script from ChatGPT on her phone. And honestly, it wouldn't even take but 90 seconds. So tip number 3, get a company voicemail. Number 2 is have an upbeat, pleasant, bigger than you are voicemail, and a little fake it till you make it if you need to. All right, hopefully this is helpful for you. If you guys are enjoying this, leave me a big thumbs up as we get here to tip number 1, and that is going to be getting a professional email set up. Yes, I know a lot of you guys knew that this was coming. We've talked about this quite a bit in our link membership. Folks, myself included, Gmail is not a professional business email, right? You guys know my email, brianslawmaintenance2007@gmail.com. Probably had 10,000 people email me over the last 8-9 years, both for business, social media. That's the number one way to get a hold of me, right? Well, for my company and for my customers, if you're an office manager looking to get the lawn or the snow completed, even if you have the bench strength, even if you look and sound like a professional outfit, but your last email is at gmail.com, it doesn't exactly exude or scream professionalism, right? It's just the way it is. It was actually pretty easy for me to set up. We use GoDaddy, and then I was able to migrate that with Google Workspaces, I believe it is. It took me, and I'm not even a tech wizard anymore, right? Those days are way gone. I'm pretty internet slow, if you will. It didn't even take me but 20 minutes to figure out Google Workspaces. So not only do I have a personal at Brian's Law Maintenance email, we have one for office, and then all of our crew leaders are going to have emails as well. So our main new way to get in touch with the business is office at our company's email. Then I have one, it's Brian at. All my guys will have their names at. Eventually, I'm sure we'll have sales at or ideas at, and that will continue to grow with different divisions for the company. It takes very, very little time to do it. You might have to re-put that on all your bids, your quotes, your estimates, your CRM, maybe your stationery for your business cards. But I'll tell you what, if I could make any one suggestion, if you can remember any one tip from this video, is get yourself off of Gmail as fast as you can. Not that it's not a good service, or not that it's not widely accepted. God forbid we're all still rocking AOL or Hotmail, back in the day. But if I went to call up a contractor right now and their email was, johnspools@aol.com, I would kind of think twice against, mypools.com or johnsonspools.com. Does that make sense? You have to get that professional business email set up. All right, well, that's where I'm going to leave you guys today. Hopefully this top 10 list was helpful. Are there any of these that struck a chord that you guys can relate to? For me personally, I was probably sitting on about 5 or 6 out of this top 10 list, so I know it hits close to home. This is all the stuff that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks and months, working on the business, not just in the business. So let me know if any of these struck a chord. Leave me some comments down below. And again, I'd really love to hear you guys' feedback on any topics or tips that you'd love me to cover as a future video, where I can spend 10-15 minutes with you and give you the best advice that I can, accumulated over the last 15-18 years doing this thing. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. Don't forget to visit lawntrepreneur.academy.com. We'll leave links in the description for everything that we have. And we appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch up with you here on the next video.